Who will raise those masses? Who will give them bread? Show me your mother, how I can help them. Please show me, mother. Please show me.
Monk! Noble sir! 2 paisa only to take you to the holy rock. Okay. 1 paisa? No, sir, you don't want to do that. I am not joking. There are sharks. The deadly currents will sweep you halfway to Ceylon. Come back, please. Come back. Sir, come back before the ocean claims you for its own.
Mother, I swore to walk from one end of India to the other to see all your children. And so, I have walked to the north, to the east, and to the west. But now it appears I must swim to the south to reach this last holy rock.
Oh my God!
Mahadevaya Omkaraya Namaha.
What will be next?
Sitting on the last rock of the country for 3 days together, he starts analyzing organically and synthetically the state of the nation from his glorious past to the degraded present.
Today, India has been thrown from the pinnacle of glory to the depths of degradation. Religion is not the cause of India's downfall, but the fact that true religion is nowhere to be followed. Not Bengal, Maharashtra or Punjab alone that needs to be given a thought, but of India and the life of India. India shall rise only through a renewal and restoration of that highest spiritual consciousness that has made her at all times the cradle of the nations and cradle of the faith. The pinnacle of glory lies in the restatement of the culture of the seers. Religion, when lived, is the most potent of all forces. I hit upon a plan.
peninsula, it's the destiny of RMS Empress of India to carry him to the shores of Canada. From Canada, he reaches the city of Chicago, where the Great World Fair is taking place. This is the fair which is the fulcrum of change of the new world. New ideas debuting here today are destined to stay for years to come. So is this young monk. But destiny had a different plan, I believe.
Mr. Bonney, you are to be congratulated on the incredible success of this magnificent Parliament of Religions.
Not things but men, not matter but mind, has been our motto for more materialistic aspects of the exposition. And I'm hoping, Reverend Burroughs, that your Parliament of World Religions will provide an even more compelling illustration of this theme.
As do I. But I must confess, I've had trouble finding an appropriate representative from one of humanity's abiding faiths.
And that is?
Hinduism. This venerable religion has been the guiding star for millions of souls for over 3,000 years. And yet,
a suitable spokesman has not been found?
Excuse me, sir. Can you please direct me to the parlor of Reverend Barrows? Or the office of the Parliament of Religions?
Entschuldigung, ich kann Sie nicht verstehen. Slender, Slender.
in truth, my esteemed friend, Professor John Henry Wright of Harvard University has made the acquaintance of a certain Swami Vivekananda, lately arrived in Boston from Bombay, India, a Hindu savant who he describes as, and I quote, more learned than all of our learned professors put together.
Well then, our problems are solved.
Sir, can you tell me...
Was will aus dieser Welt? Aus Länder, soweit das Auge sehen kann.
Unfortunately, not. The Swami should be here by now. Our deadline is fast approaching, and no matter how brilliant he may be, if he arrives too late...
Our Parliament may lose a guiding star it can ill afford to miss.
Sir, do you understand English?
Of course I do. We are in America, aren't we?
Indeed we are. In that case, can you direct me to the office of a hotel? I have just arrived from the railway station and I'm completely lost.
Hotel? Railway station? Lost? No problem. Go down the street a little bit, then turn left. One more turn, right, and there you are. Where you want to be exactly. No problem at all.
Thank you so much, kind sir. I'm pleased to have made your acquaintance.
Heinrich, heute hast du jemandem gut getan. Aber ich frage mich, warum hat die fröhliche Junge so spät in der Nacht sein Hotel verlassen und sucht den Bahnhof? Wäre ich in seiner Stelle gewesen, hätte ich es ganz umgekehrt getan. Naja, jeder für sich selbst.
The railway station again? Oh, the kind gentleman thought I needed a train. God bless him. Thank you, Divine Mother, for the lovely hotel room you have reserved for me. Please grant your son a peaceful rest. A lake nearby. Perhaps I'll find help in that direction.
I'm not taking any penny less to anywhere. So do not look at me like that, eh?
Excuse me, ma'am. By any chance, do you speak English?
Hey, try anything funny, mister, and I'm calling the police. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. For the simple life of a wandering monk. When all I possessed was my staff, my bowl, and the robe on my back. This new world is far more demanding. Can you please tell me where I can find the home of Reverend Barrows? Or possibly help me with a drink of water?
Well, I don't know the Barrows household, but if it's water you want, try the lake. Though drinking it might make you sick, huh?
Is this how my journey ends? From triumphant beginnings to an uncomfortable perch, alone and lost. If it is God's will, then regardless of my small opinion, all must be well.
Excuse me if I'm disturbing you, sir, but might you be a delegate to the World's Parliament of Religions?
Ladies and gentlemen, thus far we have heard from numerous representatives of the great religions, representing the highest aspirations of millions of the citizens of our world. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Swami Vivekananda, representing the Hindu religion from far off India.
Divine Mother, through your grace, allow me to speak the wisdom these good people are waiting to hear. Sisters and brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. I will quote to you, brethren, a few lines from a hymn which is every day repeated by millions of human beings. As the different streams, having their sources in different places, mingle their waters in the sea, so, Lord, the different paths which men take, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to Thee. But I fervently hope that the bell that tolled this morning in honor of this convention may be the death knell of all fanaticism, of all persecutions with the sword or the pen, and of all uncharitable feelings between persons wending their way to the same goal.
Mr. Kananda! Get used to all these sounds coming from all across. Now you're the guiding star to millions of Americans, especially the fairer sexes. But I must say, your philosophy is the need of the time, always in time. Oh well, we've reached your destination for the night. I'm sure you'll like the most well-known hospitality of Mrs. Lyon.
Oh my God! I just cannot believe my eyes. He is here. I am so very glad, Mr. Vivekananda, that you have accepted our invitation to stay over at our place. Oh, thanks a lot, Mr. Burroughs, for keeping your promise. Oh, please come in.
Good night, both of you.
Good night to you too, Mr. Burroughs.
Good night. We'll look forward to meet you tomorrow.
Let me show you to your room, Mr. Vivekananda. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, you were fabulous today at the Parliament. I really liked the different rivers joining together part. Oh, this way, please. Is it true that the Hindu philosophy is more than 5,000 years old? I would like to know more about India and its culture. Oh, God, I am so thrilled. Oh, please forgive me for going on and on. I've been a very inattentive host. You must be extremely tired.
I'm enjoying listening to you, and honored to know that you have keen interest to know about the nation I come from.
I've heard the story from Mrs. Hale about your long months of struggle to reach here. But now you can leave aside your worries and rest peacefully this night. Tomorrow is again a long day in the Parliament. I wish you a good night's sleep.
I wish you a good night too, madam. Oh, Mother, what do I care for name and fame when my motherland remains sunk in utmost poverty? To what a sad pass have we poor Indians come when millions of us die for want of handful of rice, while here in the New World, millions are spent upon personal comfort and luxury. Who will raise those masses? Who will give them bread? Show me, oh Mother, how can I help them? Show me, oh Mother, how can I help them? Yet we must do good. The desire to do good is the highest motive power we have. If we know all the time that it is a privilege to help others. Do not stand on a high pedestal and take 5 cents in your hand and say, "Here, my poor man." But be grateful that the poor man is there, so that by making a gift to him, you are able to help yourself. It is not the receiver that is blessed, but it is the giver. Be thankful that you are allowed to exercise your power of benevolence and mercy in this world, and thus become pure and perfect.
While he's doing the tremendous task of spreading the philosophy of service and collecting money bit by bit for the poor mass back in his country, he realized that the materially mighty Western society is in deep need of spiritual knowledge. This is what he can give back to them. The news of his success reaches the land of India. Indians across the country are rejoicing in the success of Swami Vivekananda. The learned are proud, but the masses are hopeful of the emergence of their savior. In comes the instruction from the savior with a message of service.
Day by day, I'm feeling that the Lord is with me, and I'm trying to follow His direction. His will. We will do great things for the world, and for the sake of doing good, and not for name and fame. Ours not to reason why, ours but to do and die. Love the poor, love the miserable, the downtrodden, and the Lord will bless you. Be fearless, Lord is with you. Dear Shashi, sitting on the last rock of the country in Kanyakumari, I realized that we monk moving around and spreading metaphysics to masses is of no use until we can feed them with real food first. As Master said, an empty stomach is no good for religion. Think few sannyasis, instead of personal spiritual upliftment, are traveling from village to village, carrying maps, camera, globe, etc., educating people. In fact, if the mountain does not come to Muhammad, Muhammad must go to the mountain. Dear Gangadhar, I am glad to know that you are doing well in Khetri. Go and spread the words of service amongst the kings of Malsisar, Alsisar and all other small towns around. Sitting around will not help. Work is worship. Go to the houses of all poor and untouchables of Khetri and educate them. Help them help themselves. The saffron cloth of a monk signifies sacrifice. put everything at stake in the name of good of mankind. Our religion says mother to be a form of God, father to be a form of God. I say the destitute, the untouchables, the deprived are the form of God. Worship them, serve them.
Swamiji, you've shown us the real meaning of life. Please, let me know what I can do for you.
Love India.
Seems America is in love with India.
His quest to spread the words of service has now traveled from the United States of America to Great Britain. Many people have found their goal of service and joined him to fulfill his promise. One such who will lay her life keeping that promise is this young, vibrant lady, Margaret Noble.
I'm hearing the call of my country.